This is my Commodore 64 Model C. I've already taken steps to protect it from a broken power supply using beeswax solution, where when the power supply supplies more than 5 volts, it shuts off. And then there's the other thing, is when it overheats, especially the VIC chip had a tendency to overheat. But none of the chips inside this thing have any form of cooling other than ambient air, so it's probably a good idea to protect them a little bit. So I got a tip from I'm gonna include your name in the video, GadgetUK. Yeah. To use these. These are heat sinks, tiny ones, 8 in a pack. They're from China or whatever. They look like they're from China. They're sort of taped shut, and they come with an adhesive, so I can just put them on the chips, and they don't take up much space because they're so small. Now, I'm not sure how necessary it is. Personally, I've had one of the bread bin models, which are older, have a video chip, a VIC chip break on me, which had to be replaced. These models, I don't know. I've never even opened one, so I'm just gonna give it a go. I'm sitting on the floor just because I can. Let's see. Oh, I got my trusty ice cube tray. I'm counting 3 screws on the bottom. I'm hoping that's it, but just having 3 screws is a little. Feels like it's not enough. This thing was made in Hong Kong. I know that the Commodore people had like design in the United States was done on the West Coast, and building the things was done on the East Coast. And for Europe, the rules were different again. It may be that I'm getting in the picture. This is a new angle for me. Sorry. This is too big. Not gonna work. Oh well. Just gonna have to turn it over. 1. Oh. 2. This remote doesn't want to come out. Okay, I think it's open now. Are there more screws under these rubber feet? Perhaps. There we go. Now, let's see. It doesn't feel like it's open. Oh, wait a minute. It does. I would guess there are more screws under these feet. Let's have a little look into them. Actually, no. That's weird. In that case, I would say sesame No sesame. This is closed. There's nothing here, I'm guessing. Well, something screw-like here and there, but that's just... I'm gonna force it. Nope. Oh, there we go. Alright. There's like little clamps, plastic clamps. They tend to break when I touch them. So this is coming off. And it's right there. Oh, right here, see? There we go. Now, for the back part. Okay. There's a little lead there. And let's see. I think I'm gonna have to take the keyboard off. Can I take this out? Yeah, I think so. Yep. That just comes out. Okay. Well, it's a little bit dusty. I'm gonna try and take the keyboard off next. Shielding. I don't see any. Oh. I don't see any chips yet. There we go. I am a little bit nervous opening up my beloved Commodore 64. I don't trust myself. I should give it a clean, too. While I'm at it. There. It just slides under. Oh, it's a good thing I'm in here. Dust. There's the lead connector. You just the design is definitely improved. Let's see. I can take this off. I guess it just pulls off. Yep. And it goes on one way. So that's good. That's the keyboard. Hello, keyboard. Oh. Alright. Now, I definitely, this is shielding. I got 1, 2, and 3, 4 screws. I really don't hope that they soldered that thing in. I didn't count on getting my iron out. Feel like I'm performing an operation. So I've been really impressed with the latest homebrew games coming out for the Commodore. It's a Hessian game that I showed you guys in one of my videos, and then there's Guns and Ghosts, and there's Soulless, all outstanding titles. Some of them are free, some of them you have to pay for, but you know, for £5 you get the whole deal, which is and there's some deluxe packages as well with posters, and so it's totally worth getting. I'm getting them. I'm buying them. Oh, there we go. That's the shielding off, I think. I hope. Oh, wait a minute, I missed one. There we go. Get that screw out, and there we go. It's got markings on it. It looks like it's been fixed once, doesn't it? Well, this way I can't see very well what is what. I mean, I'm guessing this is the CPU. This is the timer crystal. I think these are memory banks. The 6526A, there's two of them, so these may be the CIA chips. Although, that's so funny because with this, oh wait a minute, I can rub it off. What's this white gunk on it? I don't hope it's toxic because I just licked my finger. I'll use a Q-tip and some alcohol. This is the CPU, which may benefit from some protection as well. I'm just taking a bit of alcohol and trying to rub it on this. Chip here. What is that gunk? Still can't see what it is. That, I don't know, the 91225? That doesn't mean anything to me. I always have a lot of respect for people who know chips by their designations. Like, you know, they have numbers on them, and oh, and this is a this and that chip, and that's a this and that chip. And I can never do that. This may be the SID actually. Yep, the 6581R4, which is the only socketed one on the board. That is the SID. Which one was the CPU? This one was the CPU. I wonder what this is then. This is socketed as well. Sorry, there's two socketed chips, the SID and this one, and I wonder what that one is. Get another Q-tip here. Another one. I'm throwing Q-tips around. What is this? 6569R5. If you're watching this and you know what these are, 6569R5. I may actually look that up for a moment. Hold on. 6569R5. Ah. Uh, that's a video chip. It's good to know that it's socketed. If I ever need to change it out, I can. Together with the SID. Oh. Okay. Now, I wonder what this is then. I don't know. 906114. I have no clue. The other ones, same thing. They may be ROM chips actually. I think these ones, like the flat square ones, are ROM chips. These are probably mostly RAM chips. These are the CIAs. The complex interface adapter. It has a couple of ports. I'm glad the writing on the chips themselves remains intact when I do this. Can't imagine that this white stuff has any function. Like it's a cooling paste or something. Yeah, it's Commodore Business Machines time. MOS CBM. Okay, well, I'm gonna start applying. This is socketed as well, by the way. This must be an interface chip. I don't know. The VIC-2 chip is an interesting thing. And I'm gonna at least do this one, the VIC chip, and I'm gonna do the SID one, and I'm gonna do the CPU. The other ones, like the ROMs and the RAMs, you know, I can't imagine that they would. I'm just gonna try and fit them on here. See how many. Oh, here's a problem. If I they're magnetic. They're magnetic. That doesn't feel good. Does that harm the chip at all? This one's magnetic. If I put the heat sinks on the label, I won't be able to read what it is. So I think I'm gonna go for this. You know, that'll improve the cooling. But I wouldn't want to cover them like that, you know. I don't know. What do you think? I should have looked at the camera. So I don't know where it stopped now, but I bent up these strips because they touch the chips, and this shielding operates as a heatsink as well. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and do this way because it's not gonna be any worse, I think. So here we go. That's one. That's two. So there we go. That's that. Run a brush through this thing to get some of the dust out of it. It's not too bad. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I hope for the best. Hope that I didn't screw anything up. I'm gonna have to get me a new Commodore if that happens. Damn it, I don't want that. I should really get some magnetic screwdrivers, which I don't have, which is a pain. And I keep losing screwdrivers too with the... There we go. This is sort of magnetic, but you can watch me fumble with screws. How about that? Shit. Get in there. Well, I'll patch it back together and I'll see you in a minute. Well, that's it, back together again. Let's see if she works. I'll hook her up. Hold on. Well, here we go. Lead works. Yep. Oh, the reset is standard. It's the you can't see it from here, but I have the Ultima 2 device in there. Okay. Well, that's interesting. It doesn't seem to respond. Take the USB out. Turn it back on again. See what happens. It says that the card is ready. Usually takes a while to load stuff. But this is weird. Oh God, something's wrong. Well, maybe it's a bad connection. Hold on. I panicked. I had my shift lock pressed, so it wasn't working. It was doing all kinds of weird things, but it just seems to operate fine. Cabal, I don't know. Is that a game? Let's see what happens. One player joystick. Start game. I don't know this game, but it works. Cabal. Oh. Of course, it's the wrong joystick. Doesn't matter. Operation succeeded, I think. It works. Thanks for watching.